Good morning out there, everyone. I am Karin Braxton, and I am here to show you some fun projects today. I'm coming to you live from Bozeman, Montana. It is a beautiful sunny day here. I have to have the blinds pulled partially because it is so bright and sunny. The sky is bright blue. It is October 7th, 2025. If you're watching at a later date, that always helps. I always also upload this to YouTube so you can see it there. And you can subscribe, thumbs up, hearts, comment, share, all those things. Thank you so much. Good to see you this morning, Kathy. Kathy must have her notifications set. So when you are watching, there's some button someplace that you can, when you're on YouTube, it's under subscribe and you can ring the bell. But on Facebook, you have to actually go into your notifications. So, okay, it is just a pretty day here. It's about 39 degrees. I had to bundle up this morning. Good morning, Stacy from Florida. Yeah, my husband's just almost ready to go to Florida again. He's almost chomping at the bit because he doesn't like this cold weather. It's actually quite beautiful, and later in the day it's just cold. In these mornings, we had our really first hard frost yesterday. Okay, so we have a lot of projects today. Oh, I just love what we're doing, and I think you will too. I have a class in person this Thursday, but I have more people taking the class to go than anything. Thanks for sharing, and I do have prizes for the winners from last week's share too. So I will get to that when we have a few more people on. So we have a fun project, and let's see I have kits to go for this week, and let's see last week I had a super busy week. I could barely handle it all, but I sort of overextended, but I made it through. We had a great week. We had stamping bingo on Saturday, and it was fun, and classes last week, and craft along. I still have a couple craft along kits left if anyone is interested in placing an order. Oh, let's talk about all the specials. My goodness, there's so many this time. Right now, started yesterday. It's for 3 days only. Hey, Cheryl, good to see you in Oklahoma. Oops, yeah, this is upside down. It's reversed. So when I go down, it'll be okay. So our kit collection, these are the ones that are in the brown box, not the paper pumpkins, but all kits are on sale right now for 30%. It's a nice savings, and these are wonderful. Some of the kits are inexpensive. They don't have, they're all printed out for you, and they, like for example, this kit, this was the, and then some kits have stamps to go with them and ink pads. Hey, Denise, good to see you this morning. And then other kits have words that are already printed in several languages. So I think all the ones on here there's some beautiful one, that gate one, there's that vintage. Hey, good morning, Levon. I have loved these. A great birthday kit. And 30% is a nice savings. I ordered a bunch yesterday. And then don't forget, we also have this, the Advent calendar, and it is a beautiful set. I did get mine finally. And, happy birthday tomorrow, Cheryl. Thanks for letting us know, Levon. Anyway, this is really a nice gift. I plan to actually give it to my granddaughter for her birthday this coming month, or this month at the end of October. She loves to craft, and she's 9. I think some of you have seen her. But anyway, it's got paper, stamps, dies, gems. It's great for all ages. And then, I know. What else is happening right now? Well, we have the best ever join special. It's the very best that I can remember, except for maybe 10 years ago when there was it was during the 25th anniversary. Right now, if you join You buy the starter kit. Normally the starter kit, the starter kit is always a good deal. $99, you get $125 worth of product. But right now, during October, for $35, for only $35, you get to choose 125 dollars worth of products. Plus, you get free shipping, free paper pumpkin, and catalogs like business supplies. Or if you would like to choose the higher cost, you will get more for your money. Well, you get $90 either way free, which is a lot. But you can spend $99, and instead of getting the normal 125, you can get 189. That's a lot. So it's a great deal. I would love to have you on my team. I have about 35 girls on my team from all over the country, East Coast, West Coast, Midwest, and I love it. We do a lot of neat things. We do in person, we do Zoom meetings, and we just enjoy each other's company. Okay, I better check my iPad and see if I'm transmitting, because I don't even know if I am. I forgot to do that in the beginning. Yeah, okay, there we go. I see myself now. Can't see my comments on my iPad, but I can see them on my phone. So, again, let us know if you are watching and if you are enjoying. Thumbs up, share, all those things. Okay, let's turn the camera down, and we are going to have these giveaways, but we're going to do that in a little bit. So let's turn the camera down. I'm going to show you a couple cards that are in my class this week, and I'm going to show you what we're going to make. Okay, here we go. Close your eyes. There we go. Oh, thank you very much for the hearts. That's so sweet of you. Okay, so what we're making this week, today I'm going to do a card. I'm going to make this card. And so that's a card we're making today. And then these are two more cards that are included in the kit this week. So this week's kit, everything is cut for you. All you have to do is stamp and assemble. Like the die cutting, you can either fussy cut that or die cut it. But I have it all embossed for you and all that. Okay, so that's what we're making this week. Now, this is the cool part. This is the card holder. Thank you for sharing. So this is a card holder. It's a gift set, and it has these envelopes. So it'll hold about 4 envelopes. We're going to make 3 cards. So this is what we're going to make today. This paper is called Traditions of Christmas. It is probably my favorite. And this is the stamp set and the dies that come with this paper. The paper is just gorgeous. As you have seen, I've used it many times. This is what it looks like. It is a specialty paper. It has this gold in it, so it's a specialty. A specialty paper always then it's a little bit more expensive. It's I think it's 16 rather than the normal 12, but this is what it looks like. And you can you can die cut so many of these pieces. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at that. Each side is beautiful. The back side is sort of a plainer, more plaids and checks. And then really Secret Sea, Cherry Cobbler, and Real Red, and Pool Party too. So Cherry Cobbler and Real Red at the same time. So that's what we're making today. Hey, good morning, Carla. Good to see you today. So let me know if you would like to order this. It is $30. Everything will be printed out for you. The PDFs are printed. And but I also have the measurements for you. At the end of the video, I will post those measurements. They're all typed. But if those of you who order the kit for $30 plus, you can do porch pickup or you can do shipping. Shipping is an extra $10. But that's what we're going to make. It's not hard. It is not hard at all. I'll show you what, I actually made this one. It's a little smashed up because it's about, oh, I don't know. I made it during COVID. And it was, my original directions came from Dawn Bourgette. Hey, Denise. Okay, that Christmas paper is sold out until November. Well, that's really sad. It's been a popular when I knew it was going to leave. But anyway, I made this about 5 years ago during COVID, and so I saved a sample of it. Here's one that I made recently. This was inspired. These directions were from Christine Bertram, and so I made some cards to go in here like this. Actually, I put that there because I forgot to put it on the back originally, so I had to cut another piece. Anyway, so those directions, so they're exactly the same kind of, but these cards fit in here. So it's like a gift set, and then the envelopes just slide right in here like this. Okay, you could probably get 5 in there. I don't know, 3 or 4 is perfect, and it takes about 24 inches of ribbon. So we are using, so the class this week includes the entire roll of ribbon, and it includes the gems. They're someplace on my table here. This is what the gems look like, and these are really on low inventory. So I know I did order more of those too. Hey, Lisa, good morning from, you're in the hospital with your father-in-law who's 99, and the reception's not great. Well, Lisa, we're glad. We'll say our prayers for your father-in-law. That's anyway, he's in the hospital. Bless his heart. He's such a sweet man. 99. Anyway, these are the gems, and those of you who order a kit will get those. We are about to get started on this. It's really fun and not hard, actually. Not hard at all. You just have to sort of follow along and do things step by step. So that's what we're making. And I'm going to get the pieces out. The hardest part is the inside little box, but I've scored that all for you. So we're going to get our pieces here. I'm going to just slide these out of my bag. And, okay, let me see once here. I think I forgot to, I thought I had those all written down, but maybe I forgot this first one. Okay, let's just move this out of the way. So we're going to take a piece of red, and let me see what it says here. It's 6 1/4 by 11. 6 1/4 by 11. 11 is the length of our paper, so each sheet of cardstock can make one holder. And then I scored it at 5 inches and 6 inches, and that gives us our spine. So don't worry, I'll have all these after the video's over. I'll post them for you if you are so inclined to make this. But it stands up like that. Now you could corner round the edges like I did on this one. But let me tell you what, we don't even have a corner rounder anymore, so I had to use an old retire one. I never get rid of my corner rounders, but it just takes longer. And I don't think it's necessary. So anyway, we're not doing that. Okay, so now it's just a bit of layering. So we have our white pieces, our white front and our white back, and it's 4 3/4 by 6 inches. Thank you for sharing, Denise. So we're going to put that on like that. We're going to put our layers on. I'm going to open it up like this. I'm going to hold my camera back, zoom out a little bit more there for you. Thank you for what, hey, Kathy. Good thought. Okay, now let's put the other one on too. This is, you're going to be surprised at how easily this can be assembled. Okay, so we're going to leave a spine right in there in the middle. And that spine is going to be, it's gold, and it's 3/4 of an inch by 6. 3/4 of an inch by 6. And that's going to go on there just like that. I'm actually going to just put my adhesive right on there. And smooth that out with my thumb. And now we're ready to put our designer paper on. And I thought this time we would use a different mat. I love this one, but I only have so much of this. And I think it's absolutely gorgeous, but this one is really pretty too. So we're going to use this one, and it's 4.5 by 5 3/4. But, so there we go. Okay, let's adhere these. This has that pretty secret. See, I love this. Just beautiful. I think I've already made a mistake. I'm going to, because this ribbon goes underneath. Do you see what I've done? The ribbon goes underneath the white. But you know what? It will be okay. I'm going to put that ribbon right there, and then we're going to put the designer paper over it like that. That will work just fine. So let's see if we can find my ribbon that I've cut. Where did I put that ribbon? Huh. I had 24 inches of ribbon that I cut, and now I can't find it. It was here. It was in this envelope, but that's okay. We'll just measure again. So my, that's 1 foot. There's 2 feet right there. We can just measure right along that. This ribbon is beautiful. It's shiny on one side and sort of a flat finish on the other. And what we're going to do, I'm going to just fold it in half like this. It's going to get folded. And I'm going to take the center of it, and I'm just going to put it right there. I'm going to use a little Seal Plus. I didn't mean to use quite so much Seal Plus, but anyway, we'll have to use my eraser. Okay, and I'm going to put this on. I never put adhesive on the ribbon. I always put it on the paper. It's just easier. Okay, and then this is going to go on here. And I'm going to put the ribbon across like that. Okay. Then there we have it. That's the hardest part of the whole book. No, but it wasn't hard. And now I'm going to put my designer paper on top. Like this. I don't think there's a top or a bottom. But that worked just fine to do it this way. Okay, and there we have it. It's really pretty. Yes, thank you. Yeah, I did easily fix that. Okay, there we have it. And I probably could have cut it just a tad bit longer, but I think it's going to be fine. Okay, now we're going to do our inside. Let me set that aside. So our inside looks like, here's the outside of the finished one. Here's this little box. Like this. This is not hard. It's just, if I am not, I don't make a lot of boxes, but I've made some, but I don't make a lot. It's not my favorite thing to do. So, okay, we're going to take a piece of designer paper, I've got gold goes here. So our not designer paper, our red paper, and this is 4 1/4 by 7 3/8. Now 3/8 is just right past the 1/4 inch. So, and then I'm going to be scoring it. So let me show you how I did this. I'm going to bring in my scoreboard. And I'll tell you what, this is one of the handiest things because, so, what was I thinking here? I'm done. I've got this marked. We're going to score it at 3/4. So you can mark it right with 3/4 and 1 1/2. Okay. So here we have the 3/8. 3/8 is right past that 1/4 inch. And I'm going to score it. I'm going to give it a good score, and then I'm going to turn it. You could figure out what that marking is, but now I've already cut this off a little bit to save a little time. Okay, now we're going to do a horizontal line, and we're going to score it at 2 3/4 and 3 1/2. 2 3/4 is right here, and 3 1/2 is right there. Okay, and there we have it. It's that easy. If you've made boxes, you won't have any problem with this at all. It's not hard. I do all the scoring for you. But now this is the key right here. You have to cut out on the score line to make this box fold up nicely. Otherwise, it would be a mess. There we go. We cut that out completely. And then we have to, these are bone folded, so we have to give them a good crease like this. I think these make excellent gifts. I have a lot of birthdays in the fall. I've been sending out cards like crazy, but I have a lot of birthdays in December also, and January, and this would make a nice set, I think. Okay. Now you can do it one of two ways. You can put the bottom up first and then tuck it in like this. I don't even remember what I did on the other one. I don't think it, I usually do the bottom first and then tuck it like that. And I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive right here. If you're doing this maybe for the first time, you might want to use your Tombow because that'll hold it in place a little bit better. I'm not going to do that just because of the video. I'm going to just use my seal, which is slightly removable. And then I'm going to hold it down so it's square on the bottom of my mat like this. And then I'm going to do the other side. It just folds up really slick as can be. And I'm going to hold it down again. And I'm going to just put my finger in there, your bone folder in there, and there it is, nice and square, just like that. And now this is going to go on the inside. Oh, I forgot to put the designer paper here. So let's look at this once. We could either do the green like that, or we could do this pretty gold. This one, this designer paper is 4 1/8 by 2 1/2. I don't know who came up with the measurements, but I did not. I do not usually use 1/8 when I don't have to. But so we could use either this side or we could use the green side. What do you think? Which would you think I should use? I mean, while you're thinking about that, should we use the green side or the red foil? I'm going to put that right there. You tell me, what should we use? And then we also have a piece of for the card holder. Yeah, you tell me what I should use. Either the green, let's see, the green or the red foil. So we're going to try to do the same. So then we have our envelope piece is 1.5 by 7. 1.5 by 7. And you have to be very careful. I tried scoring, and this is about 1/4 of an inch. So it is better. See how it cracks when you score it sometimes? I actually had to use Scotch tape there. And I think that I don't think it's important to do that. I think you can easily, I think we'll save that one. So let's see once. Hey, Roz, good to see you too. Hey, Kelly. Okay, the foil. All right, we're going to use the foil. So on that, we'll do the same thing on the little card holder. I'm just going to bend that back like that. So we can use my thumbnail. That way it won't crease too hard. Do the same thing. It's just a small fold over like that. Just like that. Because I don't want to crease that. But now I'm going to put this on so that it holds. We're going to use that foil. And I should have put it on before I started folding it up. And that's why I had that note to myself. But I forgot. And then I got busy. But this is going to work just fine. Okay, like that. Hey, Carol, thank you very much. Okay, I think most of you are saying foil, so it's a good thing that's what I'm doing. Okay, so that's done. And now let's open it up. And we're going to be putting this on. I'm going to do that while our green glue is drying. I am going to take this and put it right along. This is going to get a fair amount of use, so you want to make sure that you have not too much glue, of course, but, and then right at the bottom, those of you who like to do craft fairs, like Kelly, I know you do, and you sell cards, and this would be this is not too hard of a project. This would maybe be a good one for a craft fair. You could, so some of you who do that, I think it might be worth trying a few of these. Okay, now we're going to use we want to get our designer paper in here like this, so it holds the envelopes. And the best way to do this, I mean, you can really just take your cards like this. Thank you for sharing, Roz. Appreciate that. Okay, so you can do that. And then you can just actually put your adhesive on there. I'm going to actually use my Seal Plus on this because it's extra strong. And I'm going to put that on right at the top. There we go, like that. And then you would, I've done this a few times, so I know this is going to work, but you could actually fold it under maybe just a little bit more. But I want to make sure that it's going to not be too tight. I'm going to fold it under just a tad bit more. That's why you just take your envelopes and you sort of do a dry fit. I think that's better, okay? So maybe you fold it under like 3/4 of an inch or something. And I'm going to just put this on with my fingers, just like this. I like that Seal Plus. You can turn it backwards like that too. But, okay. Now let's see if this is going to work. I think it will. There, I think that's good. And now it can go right. Yep, there we go, just like that. And this should be dry by now. And our cards can go in there. So our cards, like here's the card that we're going to do in a moment. And it would just go right in here like this. And you could give us, 4 or 5, 3, 4, 5, whatever you wanted to do. Okay? And there we have that part of it done. The rest is easy peasy. So I've got my designer paper right there. And from there, I've taken my die and die cut this. So I've got that. And we have a piece. The dies also cut out this one too. So that's very pretty. But we're going to use that one on the next card. So we'll use this today. And we're going to, let me see where there we go. We're going to take the largest red stitch circle that we have. Oh, thank you very much. It is very usable, and it is pretty. I think this paper is gorgeous. Okay, so we're going to take our red. This is the Spotlight on Nature. I love this set. Can't believe we still have it. We've had it now 2 years, and it's a keeper for sure. Now we're going to put, this is going to go on like this we're going to put it on with dimensionals. I'm just going to put all those, whoops, stuck to my thumb. So while I am doing this, I have to tell you, my husband and I we're going to drive to Missoula on Friday. We are going to go see a movie called Soul on Fire, which is premiering this Friday. And I hope many of you will go see that if you live in some place where it's being shown. It's not being shown. It's only in 3 theaters here in Montana, but in other states where they're bigger cities, it's a lot. But it's a true story, and my brother-in-law, Terry Schnook, was one of the producers, and it was filmed in St. Louis. It's a true story about John O'Leary, who is, he was burned as a child, about an 8-year-old child. He was burned and severely burned, everything, and Jack Buck in St. Louis, the famous sports announcer, encouraged this young boy to learn how to write, again with his crippled hands. His fingers had been amputated. Everything was burned, everything except his face. And anyway, it's a really neat story, true story, very inspiring. It's a book. The book is called On Fire, and the movie is called Soul on Fire, and it premieres this Friday. So we hope that it does really well. The premiere was in St. Louis last week, and a red carpet premiere, and it looked really neat. I don't know how much I would sell these for, but I haven't figured that out. Okay, let's see once. Let's put some gems on, and I think we'll be done. That's a good question, Kathy. I guess you just have to decide what your time is worth. Okay, let's put a bunch of these on. I think that we'll just put a gold one right here in the middle, and we're going to put some of the medium gold. I have used these to pieces, so we have tiny gold and we have medium gold. I think I'll use. They're as flat as can be. It's just amazing. Just amazing. This is the most beautiful paper. I'm not surprised that it ran out. Yeah, it's a shame that it won't be back until November, but it takes a long time. I expected it to run out faster, actually. So, anyway, back to the movie. If you live in a city where it's starting this weekend, I hope you'll go see it. Okay, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's see if we can put another one on to make it 7. I guess we cannot. I don't want to add. I think it'll be just fine, just the way it is. So I have several of these started. I don't know if those are out by now or not. If they were on low inventory, and I ordered some yesterday, but they could be gone. Okay, here is our booklet, and you just tie it up like this in a bow. Which paper do you like better? Do you like the one that has this secret sea or more of the pinks? Which one is your favorite? Okay, so they just tie up like that. Isn't that neat? Okay, but I think they're both really pretty. And you just look at the inside. I love the way they just go together quite easily. So, a little card keeper. Okay, that's that. And remember, that's my class for this week. So, class is $30. And now we're going to make the card. This is the card. Oh, I forgot the gold on the other one. There it is, right there. It was supposed to go underneath, like that, but I forgot it. So I'll just have to, that's what it would have looked like. It would have been really nice to have that on there for sure. Let me get a drink of water here. I can see the, you're indecisive. You can't choose. They're both gorgeous. Yeah, thank you, Roz. Thank you. They're beautiful and useful. I think that's totally true. Okay, I already die cut this. This is what we're making. This is a, I don't know what you call these, but it's like a 3-panel, and they're not hard. It takes a basic half a sheet of paper, so that's good. And so the base is 5.5 by 8.5, just like a regular side folding. And then I scored it at 2 inches, 3 1/8, 5 3/8, and 6.5. So sort of a lot of scoring. Okay, I can see that sunlight is coming in now. So, and then the side, I better close that shade a little bit more. Oh, I see my ribbon that I had cut before. There we go. I'm going to pull the shade a little bit more. Maybe it's the other window. I think that's it. It's this window that is causing that. There we go. That should do it. Now that reflection won't be in your eyes. Well, it's still there, isn't it? I don't know what is causing that so much. Don't know what is making that. Okay, well, we'll just have to deal with it the way it is. Okay, so there's our base. Again, I have all of these typed up, and I will post them after the video is over. So just as soon as the video is over, we have a piece for the inside of the back, and we have this. So let's get our little pieces together. We have 2 side pieces. 2 of these 1 3/4 by 5 1/4. Okay, so we're going to put those on with our seal, just a regular seal. I'm going to leave 1/4 inch. Like that. And then we're going to do 1/4 inch on the other side around the outside. Like this, and there we have it. Okay, and now we're going to put our middle in here, and that middle is slightly bigger. It is 2 inches by 5 1/4, and this is that Cherry Cobbler. So some of the paper has Real Red and some has Cherry Cobbler. I'm just going to open it up like this. This is a fast card, a really good one for a swap if you're working on swaps. I just got some new papers in from the online exclusive, so now I'm starting to design a swap card for, okay, and then we have another one of those spotlight, so I'm doing working on some swaps for a leader group that I'm in. Okay, and then we have a piece of white. And the white is going to be just like the, I think it's the same. Let's see once. I think it's the same size. Nope, that one's different. That was maybe a different piece. Oh, here it is. Here it is. 2 inches by 5 1/4. The other one was just a scrap. 2 inches by 5 1/4. And I will put that right there. And if you want to take a screenshot, you can. Or if you want to Just wait until I post everything. You can do that also. Okay. That's the one that's done. And I'm going to do some stamping. Let's do that next. And we'll get that out of our way. We have 2 things to stamp. And this label is from, you know, that textured notes. Textured notes. We are using the Cherry Cobbler ink, and the stamps are from the Peace on Earth. Peace on Earth. Peace on Earth, the one with the dove. Peace on Earth, we're going to put in the back, and we're going to put this across the Cherry Cobbler. Peace, love, and joy. I love that. Just love that to pieces. And then we're going to put the Peace on Earth, which is a nice little sentiment. Fits right here. You have to think about that. You have to choose something that's going to fit on that back piece. Okay, that's all this stamping we have to do. There's not much on this. Okay, and let's see. Let's just put it together. So we're going to put this on our back. So there's our front. This is going to be inserted. And we'll give it a little bit of, there we go. And now we have to make sure that everything is creased really well. Oop, it's a little crooked there, isn't it? You can see this is crooked. Well, we're just going to have to live with that for now. And then this is going to be assembled. So this is from that spotlighting. This is the radiating. It's like the stitched radiating part. I love these. I love all the dies that are in the set. I hope it never retires, but I bet it will. That's how they do it. Okay, and then this is going to go in here like this. If we want, we could put in some greenery. Let's see what's on this one. I put some of that in there. You could put in, you could either put it in like, you could use this, like that. Or you could use this. And what I did with this, I only wanted to use, because this is tedious to cut all these, and you don't need that whole strip. So what I did was I cut it, because it's going to be covered up. Just sort of cut it in half. So that's going to be the top part. And then I'm going to make this more of a, I'm just going to sort of make these look like it wasn't supposed to be cut. So I'm just going to sort of take little pieces out of it like that. And it'll be just fine to use both of those. So just sort of cutting things at a pointed angle like that. And now I'm going to add a little bit of my seal back here. I'm not even putting it on the greenery. I'm just putting it on that red. A Cherry Cobbler like that. Well, you have to be a little bit more careful than I just was. And then you're going to put this on like that. Actually, I think I'm going to move this one down a little bit. Like that. And now you're going to put that. I'm going to put some dimensionals on there like that. And I think I'll do another little strip right there for my little dish. How is the weather where you all are watching? Hope you're enjoying this beautiful fall weather. And then this is going to go on there like this. It's covering up all that adhesive. I'm going to actually put this on my card. So it's going to go on the card like that. I'm going to actually use my Seal Plus because it's going to get a lot of motion, so that'll hold it. Keep it on there like this. And there we have that. All we have to do is on the is put this across. And I think we can just do that part way. We don't want to get anything on the end because that's going to stick off the edges. I like that pretty bow on there, so I'm going to just put it right above the bow. Like that. Oh, I sure appreciate all of you who are, thumbs up and hearts and sharing and caring and all those things. Okay, now let's put some gold on this one. And we're going to go through, we're going to announce the winners from last week too. And just after we finish all of this, I'm going to put on some more of the, oops, jumped right off. Press that down. I'm going to take a little one this time. A little half piece. And I'm going to use some bigger ones. This gold, these are so flat, you'd be so surprised at how they're just like paper, but they're sturdy and beautiful. And there we have it. And there is our card all finished already. And all ready to go in our card kit. Where did I put the card kit? There we go. Can go right inside of here like that. And what do you think? Did you like this project today? I think it's a really good one for sure. Okay, now you have to make sure your envelopes stay over to the side. There we go. Now, we have prizes from last week for sharing. I think we had almost 20 people that shared. And so if any of you are watching, oh, I know, Carla, it is beautiful paper. These are the winners, and the winners get to choose. And if I don't hear from you, then I will just send you one. I need some addresses, though. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I love that project, too. So Nadine Barnhart is the winner. Janet Clark. I do have your address, Janet. I know that. I don't think I have Nadine. Nadine, I will need your address. And Brenda Erickson Sarkin. I have your address too. I know that. Okay, and those are the winners. So they get to either choose the peppermints or the one that goes with the hexagon greens or the in-color pearls, or the Christmas cherry cobbler and pearl berries. So I love these, and they're still available. So those are the winners. So let me know if you see this. So I know some I don't have Nadine. So let's turn the camera back up. There we go. Hey, Jeanne. Thanks for congratulating those ladies. Anyway, I know there are so many more that many of you who are watching, but you haven't commented. But if you did enjoy the movie, you don't even have to comment, but just a thumbs up or a heart, all those things help. Next Tuesday, we're going to work on some, oh, hey, Nadine, I'm going to need your address. I'm so glad. Let me know which of those gems you would like. So let me know if you would like the berries, the peppermints, the in-color gems, or the green with the turtle ones, the hexagons. So let me know. Next week, we're going to start some gingerbread cards. We're going to get to those in the catalog, in the mini catalog. They're pretty fun. And I will look forward to seeing you then next Tuesday. And I hope you have a wonderful day crafting if you have a chance to do that. And I hope I've inspired you to be a little bit creative. So my grandson, JP, is going to be calling me tonight. He's going to do an interview on me about sharing creativity. He's a freshman in high school in San Francisco. So anyway, I hope you have a very creative day. Alrighty, everyone. Thanks so much, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.